Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for the click, like, shares, subscribes, and hopefully this report helps you in a daily life in overall of your evolution, right? Speaking about this evolutions that it's coming for all of us, particularly right now that we're gonna have the moon that is gonna be at Capricorn is going to be opposing Jupiter and Venus, and we're going to have a Mars that it's opposing Saturn and Neptune. We are going to see these correlations between ascendant, descendant, MC and IC, medium coil and immune coil in there. And you're going to see this cross of what we need to do, right? Why did the soul came in from the ascendant and is descending, and what is your purpose in life? And from that purpose in life, from home, from the environment that it's created, where the soul wants to go in its path, which is to do the inner work that it's fixed. So this kind of like energy is matching between the zodiac signs, which is those are the cardinal signs. We're talking about Aries, Libra, and Cancer, Capricorn. So every time when we have these oppositions within those zodiac signs, we have this grand cross that leading to what cardinal changes. So we are going to be seeing at this environment, these situations. That is in a way presented to us, and the energy today is going to be intensified from those oppositions, but that is going to be leading us to finding the right evaluations within ourselves to do that. Have you been doing the things right? And following from the energies in there, you're going to be looking at what did you miss, how did you miss, for the past 2 days, right? Skipping things and so on to things that you can do to make the life better. And as the moon, it's going to be in the morning. She's going to be at Cancer. She's going to be opposing both Venus and Jupiter. That is going to be what I have not grown, what I have not loved, what is the love I didn't receive, what is it the money, what is it the family I didn't receive. You may going to be a lot of guilt tripping because this energy is going to be squaring Saturn and Neptune, visions, illusions, dreams, soul purpose, right? With all that stuff that comes in, all that energies of Saturn, it's going to be opposing Mars. It's going to be like, are you ready for these energies? Can you be able to do it? And guess what? Pluto and Uranus supporting Mars is the actions of you keep going no matter what. Okay? You keep going because you're understanding. You're living the old paradigms. You're living the old way of life. You're living your old self, right? You taking the skins off like the snake. It's take its skins off and you get rebirth. You getting birth from the cocoon, you become a butterfly in there, and so on and so on. So with those energies up here early in the morning, this is what we are going to see in there. And the top of everything at 7 o'clock in the morning, this Taurus midheaven opposing Lilith and squares the sun. In there, we are going to be seeing a lot of intense fight energies of the ego. Hi, I don't know how to pronounce it, Benajir. Lux, doing okay. Thank you for asking, but everything so far is good. All right. 8 o'clock energies, the ascendant is going to be trining the moon, and sextile Venus is going to be shows up like organization wise. How are we organizing into a proper way? The midheaven is going to be with Uranus, which is going to bring those changes and transformations and the depth that needs to be for the Mars to do the right things. Mars is ready to go where? He's going into Libra. He's like, I'm going to be the peacemaker. I'm gonna be stop fighting the fight. But if you have to fight, I will fight for what is right. And we're gonna see this oppositions. Saturn Mars, how it's gonna be playing, particularly within, because you're gonna be seeing this Saturn is going to be represented like the wise man in there, that it's going to be kind of like a suppressing Mars, right? Because Saturn has these collective energies in there, but we still have to do what? The base of our actions of a wisdom from Saturn that it's coming in, we have to act on those, but they are acting through Mars, right? Through the personal energies. And everything is depending of the personality. Is there is any reading for no contact situations in a long distance relationship? I mean, currently we have a lot of miscommunications. This is a Mercury retrograde, so this is a one of those aspects, because particularly Mercury, it is still squaring Lilith. That is the shadow, what I hiding in there within myself in there. Also, Mercury, it is opposing Pluto in Aquarius. It's like, I don't like these new energies. I don't want those new things. A lot of ego in there. And particularly that collective energies in Leo, which is the authority in Leo, that is leading to another kind of like a long distance situations in there, particularly that who is responsible for the long distance, that is going to be Aquarius, over distance, over the water. In there we have Pluto, who is right now in there, and since Uranus is at Gemini, there is a lot of duality within all this. So could be a lot of things, but you have to look at it particularly. The reasons could be so many, including individual that can act on a based out of a Chiron, whereas your Chiron and the person of interest Chiron is. That's kind of like also is one of the things. Okay. 9 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is going to be with the south node in there. We're going to see where we came from, where we are going. Is that the right place? Are we in the right mental state for the new energies, right? We're going to be seen within ourselves, debating what we should, could, and would, and what is it the new is going to be acting. And be mindful about 10 o'clock, because in 10 o'clock, the energy of Mars is rising on the horizon. We're going to see that we have to make a choice. We have to make, in there, you have to make some decisions within this, and what is going to be the very best decisions to. And since we're seeing at this intensity, we're going to have to make some choices in there. Okay. My partner is no contact since July 31st. He didn't reconnect to me, and August 5th is he. That is and depends of what the people are going to be learning during the Mercury retrograde. A lot of the people, they have issues, particularly within this. I cannot really tell you if he's going to connect you or not. He has things that he needs to process within itself in there. Plus, I need to look at yours and his chart to see what might be the situations in there. Usually, during Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of things coming out on the surface, and people just, they do things that later on they feel sorry about it. Okay, so wait until Mercury turning retrograde is going to be turning direct. Okay, it's going to be probably in about, we're talking about 4 or 5 days. It's going to be coming up, and then you may realize things from within you. Maybe you did something that caused that within yourself. All right, 11 o'clock, that is going to be what at the midheaven is going to be really with Jupiter and Venus. That is about the love, the money, the intensity, the effects out of that. that I'm codependent about money, about love within the family. What is the proper way about the love and the growth is represents in the family, right? And this is representing the descendant. That is the home. Okay, as Aries represent the ascendant. That is in a way within this, your descendant is going to be. I'm sorry, is going to be going into. Is going to be going into this energy of Libra, right? That's what you want, the relationships, but the home positions that it presents, the immune coil, okay, is going to shoot you in the proper positions into the mid heaven. But that immune coil, it is down, it represents this Cancer's energy. And now, what do you have in Cancer? What do you have there within your family? What do you have in the family traits? Did you get the love? Did you get the growth? How is the growth within your family? There is any guilt, shame, is any of the proper ways? Was any psychological damage? Because see, Venus and Jupiter, they are squaring Neptune and Saturn. If it was, you need to go back into a mental process of what you're telling yourself, and you have to change things. But when you change permanent things, is when they come from your soul, right? And when a soul heals, guess what? It sends that information within your mind. Your mind heals, your body heals, and everything else, it's going. So we can go in the right directions. That's going to happen, what, in another 8 months, guys. Okay, so we have kind of like 8 months to processing all this information. All right, the next hour at 12 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at Cancer. It's going to be opposing Pluto, because it's right at the end of Cancer. That transformation is needs to be checked out. We are talking about also the soul evolution is there within Pluto. How much have you been evolved, right? 1 o'clock midheaven, it's going to be with the Sun square as a Lilith. That is it about this shadow side, particularly people who have a square between Leo and Scorpio. They either create a conflict because of hidden things, or they get in a conflict because of hidden things with others. Okay, and those are going to be situations that it's going to come in. We've seen that the ascendant, that it's going to be at the beginning within Scorpio, that is going to be this positions from Uranus and Neptune with Saturn, and the solution is going to be what? Chiron. I am healing my own self. All right, at 2 o'clock, energies is going to point out directly towards Lilith. Okay, just to remind you that the mean Lilith, she's going and she's moving very, very slow, while the true Lilith is moving fast and she goes back and forth, back and forth. She's the what? The investigator. You investigating the situations around within a shadow. Is this is the solution for the problem of my shadow? Is you moving back is like, okay, well, it's a little part, but it's not the whole thing. So you're moving forward. You go forward, you see what you need, then you go back into the shadow. With some of the people, that's it's using like, okay, well, this person does this, then I can do that, and then when I do this, I'm gonna do that. Hey, that's your Lilith, okay? Some people with very active Lilith, they know how to use this kind of like energy, but can use these energies to heal, right? Can use that energies to heal yourself within the shadow. All right, 3 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be with the south node. The ascendant is going to be at Scorpio, but this is going to be a time where the energy is going to be start beginning to bounce. Okay, it's going to give you like, here's the situation, here's the things. Calm yourself down, because the things are being what? Revealed. Okay, a lot of the people is going to go through this revaluations, particularly since the moon it's opposing Venus and Jupiter in there. Where is that? Where is that I've been through all this, and what I'm getting into these positions. What did I did and what I have not. What is the society is and what can I do in the society. What I need to change in there. And that is a preparation as the moon is going to meeting what? In 2 days, the moon is going to be meeting Pluto, right? So you gotta have this, thinking about it as a business owner. You need the data, you gotta have a meeting, and in that meeting, you have to decide where you wanna go forward. Thinking about that way for within yourself, okay? Sit down with yourself, write on a piece of paper. I've been through here. This was my situation. This is what I got. This is what I have not done, and so on and so on. And then go and look what you need to transform and change. Okay. All right. Talking about the next hour, 4 o'clock. The midheaven is going to be with Mars. This is going to be the time that you are going to be put like, can I do this? Those actions. Can I get into there? So it's all going to be depending of how much you have evolved and how much you organize yourself. Okay. I mean, this is going to be the last kind of like squeezing the lemon of Mars and Virgo, because Mars is at 29 degrees 47 minutes, so he's at 13 minutes of crossing over to Libra. That powerful energies right there is going to be kind of like feel similar of getting out of Pisces going into Aries. Okay. So those two gates in there, they are gonna be very much effective of me, myself, and how I'm gonna be with the others. How did my soul came in so I can be acting with other souls on earth, right? So there's gonna be a lot of personal review, and that personal review can really drive you crazy. And the sense we are talking about can drive you crazy. That's how it look like, the craziness. Okay, I can talk to you for hours for all this in there, but the overall I want to give you at that time. This is going to be at 5 p.m. We are going to be seeking a balance, but that balance cannot be made simply because the intuition is not seeing what real love and growth in the family is. That's going to be this squaring towards the moon, and squaring towards Venus and Jupiter. And now the balance is not there. So where we got to find the solution? We got to find a solution from within. Stop pointing fingers towards others into our relationships. All right. Later on at 6 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be with the true Lilith. A lot of positiveness finding with this. You're going to find the situations is because you authorize yourself what you can believe in. Can you believe in the illusions, or can believe in the reality? Can believe in what you wanted so much to satisfy yourself, or can you go ahead and see the proper visions of it is what it is? Okay. So this is going to be a very kind of like digging a depth within, but later on that is going to help you to resolve the situations within the real subconscious hidden things inside. Because you are like, okay, I'm acting like this, but why do I'm acting like that? I feeling these things, but why do I feel this? Can I express this? What did the thing is going to find the people weird, and so on and so on. The hidden agendas, right? The hidden things within you, Scorpio stuff, right? And those are the things in the underworld. Those are the things you buried. You want to rise up. You have to unbury yourself, right? So the best thing is thinking about it. You're the seed. You went to the seed. You have the roots. Now it's time to rise up. All right. At 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be coming out with Pluto. This can create a lot of headaches in there. If you haven't had a migraine or headaches or improvements or overthinking process, here we go. It's coming because Mercury is opposing Pluto. That is going to be a lot of situations within this. But overall, Pluto is going to be trying to help you, first of all, with your actions. It's going to be trying to explain the things from within you. It's going to try to make you and help you to make the transitions, the changes. Okay? You can see a duality, good and bad and ugly, but you're like, you know what? I want evolution. I want to evolve. And I can see what positive and negative I have for the evolution, so I can know what I'm going to do. And I want to see the positive, the negative inside of me that prevents me, to go forward. Very powerful moments, guys. Those kind of like energies within the intense energies they're very powerful. They're going to improve us a lot. Okay. All right. 9 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at the end of Aquarius. That is going to be, if you have anything on the end of the Aquarius, you probably feel this energies that are coming in from Mars, right? Divine actions, ascension process. And this is going to be really, it's going to be looking towards you to tell you, hey, this is what you're going to turn yourself into. Imagine that you're this larva in the cocoon before it becomes a butterfly, and you have a visions how you are a butterfly, how you're going to have a wings, how you fly, right? Can you imagine inside of you that for your true self, if you see your future self, what can achieve? But you have to be what? Throw away the old life, right? So the next hour at 10 o'clock, we have the ascendant with Saturn's and Mars opposition in the midheaven. If you did not did certain actions, if you did not did a certain situation, you're going to be feel like, what is it going on? The good part is that at this time in there, we have a vertex and Mars. They are going to be at the descendant in there. And that is going to be like, okay, the door is open for you. And now we're going to see that this door that it's going to be open is actually the door open between Virgo and Libra. So Mars to be set and ready to move into Libra, right? That's going to be the moments that it's, I know my pitfalls, but I know my positive. I know my growth. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not. But I'm going to be what? Real. That is going to be the Mars evolution at the end. All right, 11 o'clock, we're seeing that the ascendant is going to be at Taurus in there. We see that in the morning, the ascendant is at Taurus, and at 11 o'clock, the midheaven is at Taurus, and at 11 o'clock at night, the ascendant is going in to a Taurus. So this is why when you go to sleep and you wake up with the same energy, that's one of the reasons in there. That ascendant is going to be square Mercury. You're going to be wondering about communications. Those communications, those situations, they are going to be in there when from within. But right now at 11 o'clock, we have midheaven that's going to be with the moon. A lot of this energy is like, oh my God, this doesn't work, that doesn't, I cannot handle it, this, I need to figure, I need to, like your brain, it's constantly of overthinking, okay? And you need to learn to calm down. But, since the moon is in Capricorn and knows that the work needs to be done, this is what, particularly with people who have a moon in Capricorn, or this workaholism is like, relentless towards the work. Okay, in a very good positions, those are the people who they don't want to cut corners. Okay, it has to be a perfect. The doctor who does a heart surgery, everything has to be perfect, right? The person who is a firefighter, he knows he has to make a perfect. The chief police knows that everything has to be a perfect in order to work. Is there is a perfect thing? No, it's not. And this is what is going to be one of the conflicts we are going to see. So this was the astrology report for today. And I want to give you what the energy is going to be in the morning. As I said, midheaven is going to be at Taurus. There, ascendant is going to be the end of Leo. But we're seeing it that the moon is going to be moving out of these oppositions of Jupiter, because she sees, hopefully you're seeing it in there today, that you have things that need to work out. And she's going to be going and going and going, right? She's going to be moving, and we are going to be seeing it tomorrow, how these processes of the moon, they're going to be reflecting us. But she's going to beginning to what? To help us figure the things out into the material world. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you guys for coming in, and much love to you.